What a day. What a day. And it is so rewarding to be able to hear so much talent, so much wisdom. That's Solavei. All around us, to your left and to your right, to the person that's on a subway with you, who could be that next social networker. That taxi driver who takes you back to the airport. We right now have countless numbers of taxi drivers in Hawaii from the Hawaii invasion that took place with all of our members over there, and these taxi drivers now having free mobile service. And if they got free mobile service, what does that mean? It means they're impacting other people's lives as well. You know, it's been a long day, and I believe those of you who are still here are going to walk away hearing and seeing the very first in history of Solavei, of what I'm going to share with you in just a few moments. You. Much like life, many people have opportunities. I love the story that Danny gave earlier of that third founder of Apple. Many people have opportunities, but it's only the special ones in life that embrace them, run with them, and do everything they can to make them a reality. And what we have, I've heard it over and over again today, is that which has never been, but the reality it is. And vision is what we talk about a lot. You know, you've heard me talk about it, you hear Jim talk about it, you heard Stacy talk about it, you hear the leaders on stage talking about vision. The vision of the company that was just that. Many people can confuse the word vision with a dream. But the majority of dreams that people have, the reality is it never becomes a reality. It's just that, it's a dream. That's the majority of society today. But here is the difference with the vision of Solavei. When I had it, I saw it, and I believed it. To me, the day that I saw it, I so believed it that it became my reality. And from day one, I believe it's because it was so strong and it was so real, and it has now become real, that it is now, in 8 months, over 160,000 members across the United States, and growing day after day after day. But the reality is it's much like life. You know, so many people, it's their mindset that only lets them get so far, because their circumstances, where they are, in fact dictates the reality, and in fact dictates their own personal vision or belief in that vision that they have. Thus the reason most stay right where they are. In fact, when you look at the statistics of the economy, it only shows it, and it only reinforces it today. And I really talk about this as more of a mindset, because it's something that my father imparted into me, saying, whatever you see, son, you can achieve. And I've seen this from day one. And the question is, what do you see? What is your mindset? You know, a lot of people in life, they have what I like to call a bin mindset. You know, some people have a George mindset. You know, a lot of people have come to embrace George. And they've actually gotten real comfortable with him, because it's who they've known. How many know George Washington? You know, our first president. What an incredible, incredible man, great leader for this country. Someone we all hold up as very dear to us. But we've also gotten very comfortable with him. And when you think today about your own wallet, your own life, your own bills, your own circumstances, and where you are, you end up starting to accept George. You end up accepting it because when you wake up in the morning and you've got a whole day in front of you, you've got a drive from your house to the office. And all of us have experienced this at least one day in our life. When maybe you don't have your credit cards with you, or maybe they're maxed out. And you've got maybe $1, $2, or $3 in your pocket. And you think about, what am I going to do for lunch? And what ends up happening is we start building this bin mindset. And it's that mindset of the reality we have, this George mindset, the reality that we live in daily because of what's in our pocket, that actually affects our daily circumstances. And so when you close your eyes, what do you see? When you close your eyes, do you see George Washington? This, simple, $1 bill that you actually learn to embrace. And you embrace it and you hold it. And it's amazing how this paper that we all have starts forming our reality. It starts, in fact, creating our own belief system about what we feel we can have. Our job's the same, our circumstances have been the same, our bills have been the same. Most likely the outcome is going to be the same. And then everything around us in our life starts turning into what we call dreams that never become a reality. And here's the real facts. 50% of the United States making less than $45,000 a year household income. When I saw this company, Solavei, that's what I saw. Except what I saw with that was not that staying the way that it currently is. Many of you have heard the dream, and I haven't talked about the dream for a long time that I had. Where there are thousands upon thousands of Solavei members, crazy, radical Solavei members, arm to arm, standing in the middle of them, and President Obama got up on stage behind a podium and asked me to come to the stage and presented an award and said, on behalf of the White House and the United States, we want to thank you for stimulating the United States economy. This has nothing to do about money. Nothing to do about money at all. And a lot of times when you see things and so much is talked about, make $20 or make $100 or make $1,000, we get wrapped up into, oh, this is about money. It's not about money. It's about what money can do. And until you actually form a mindset of who you are, and here's what I see. Every one of you in here are thousands or more. Every single one of you that's in this room right now. I don't look at you as, I just signed up one member, or I've just got a tree, or I've just got free mobile service. I see you all as thousands. When I got up there and said at the beginning of the day, I looked around the room, and in my mind, I pictured every single person here as 1,000. Because I know what we've got. If there can be the 38 on stage today, if there can be the 52 that were in Dallas, if there can be the hundreds upon hundreds across the United States, we've just begun. My gosh, this is 8 months. Let's talk about something in 8 years. What happens if in 8 years you're just making an extra $20,000 a month just because one day you said yes and you shared it with a few people? Because we've just begun. The question is what's your mindset? Do you really have a vision? And it's so deep inside of you of what this company is that it's not my vision. It's not Jim Ryan's vision. It's not Roxana Hanna's or Jose and Svetlana's or Stacy or James or Danny or Charo, or the countless number of you that are in here that have achieved great things. It's your vision. You own it, you possess it. But not until you have a mindset that is different than a George mentality, where you really have it deep down inside of you, are you ever going to see something different. You've got to shift it. You've got to let this get so deep inside of you that the radical nature of sharing is just that. Because it's so deep down inside of you, I cannot help daily. Do you realize I can't enroll anybody? I can't. I'm the founder and CEO. I can't enroll anybody. Do you realize, though, I'm so passionate about this company? I'm so passionate about it. You can't get within 3-4 feet from me and hear me talking about Solavei. That's how proud of it I am. Because for the one person that this company has affected, lets me know it can affect millions. And I just never know that one person that I'm talking to could be a Javier, could be an Anya, that literally it changes a life. That's why I'm so radical in my sharing about Solavei. And also because, guys, I see it and I believe it. You've got to do the same thing, but you've got to shift the circumstance that you're maybe in today. You may be, already out of money before the end of the month. Maybe that happened a week ago for you. On April the 24th, you're already out of money before the end of the month came up. And so that environment, that pressure, that heaviness, actually starts dictating your reality. I don't care if it's the 24th and you don't have it, you still have it. Because here's what you have in Solavei. You have your opportunity here with Solavei. And what I'd like for you to do is I'd like you to close your eyes. Every one of you, tight, close your eyes, and I'm going to be looking around. And I want you to picture your reality right now. I want to picture your organization, the size of your network, and I don't want you to limit it. Close your eyes, and I want you to picture. And I want you to put some faces to people that next to $1,000 a month that you know that would change it. I want you to close your eyes, I want you to picture. And I want you to picture that network that you have grown into the thousands of people. We're the ones standing on stage today. And every one of them that's in the room are people that you affected. And I want you to picture a second what it feels like when you get up in the morning. When you get up in the morning, you wake up and your wallet is full. I want you to tell me what it feels like when you know that your house has plenty. When never again do you have to think about, do I have? But rather now, you're able to say, I'm so thankful that I can just give. I want you to tell me what it feels like when somebody looks at you and says, thank you, because you shared with me. I want you to open your eyes. And tell me what your mindset is with Solavei. And what Solavei has now done for you. Because one day, you said yes. The question is, do you see it?
Yes.
And do you believe it?
Yes, Ryan.
Do you see it?
Yes.
And do you believe it?
Yes. Make it hard enough to love you, Ryan.
We've only just begun. But you see it. Because the reality is, if you really pictured it just now, that number has already been done. Oh, it already has. Because you know what? That's not what I saw. It's not what I saw. When I sat with Jim Ryan in the hotel room in Washington, D.C., and I received an email from him the next day, that's not what he saw. And you know why we did that? Do you know why in 8 months that we've blown past that number already in 8 months? Because we actually believed it, that it wasn't the number. And you know what's interesting with that, when I close my eyes at night, I don't see it, that number. I, in fact, talk to each of you, and here's what I believe. Jose and Svetlana Miranda, they'll have that organization. Because I know who the man and woman is, I know how forever impacted those people will be because of it. Yeah,
Yes.
I saw that. That's what I saw. So funny how, we get caught up in the technology, and I say, before I do this, I can go one of two ways. I can come and talk about technology, about algorithms, and how it's built, and the incredible minds that are pulling it all together, and talk about the complex code that we're putting inside the system that obviously enabled us to have the patents that we do, to be able to go and forge the type of relationship and partnerships that we have that is obviously going to give us competitive advantage more than any other company in the world. You look at that, that's a direction I could go. But you see, the preceding slides, all that happens because of this, meaning the positive impact. Because what we're doing is using this to impact that. And all those things I talked about, the algorithms, the complex code, the incredible partnerships, a lot of these are coming together, frankly, because of the vision. And the vision not just to have an incredible mobile device that is able to provide a conduit of economic and communication, but also the ability to have all these incredible services built upon it. But why they too want to be a part of this is because of the slides that I just went through. They too want to be a part of positively impacting millions of people's lives. And just by chance, because it's still yet to be proven, because many people hear it, they want to see it, but we live in a lifetime where you have to actually do it for somebody to in fact believe it. But just for chance that this company is in fact going to do this, by gosh, we're not going to be a part of it. And when you look at the momentum that we've already created in such a short period of time, becoming one of the fastest growing MVNOs in history. I mean, what? At our numbers? Do you realize when it's 250 and 1 million and 10 million plus, what the world will be saying? All because of the get in, get social, and get free. It's so funny because all this is woven together, every bit of it. And every time you hear me say that, you can look at it and go, gosh, that's really cute, that's a neat little saying, but do you realize I say get in, get social, get free because I actually know what it leads to. I know the simplicity of that, the just getting in, is no different than walking into an AT&T store and getting their mobile phone. The difference is, when they catch the other two parts of this, a bin mindset can take over. A bin mindset can take over. And so, it's about living it. It's about 24/7 sharing. It's about wherever you go when you walk out of here, don't let there be any one person to dissuade you from being radical about sharing Solavei with others. There should be no one. There should be no one in the Hilton Hotel, no one, that doesn't know about Solavei. I mean, they literally, people that walk in here should feel like they just walked into the most unbelievable hotel opportunity in the world just because they, in fact, are staying here right now. 24/7 sharing mindset. Radical. When you believe something that you know can impact a world, no one can dissuade you from talking about it. And what's incredible is we all began with mobile. We began with that as the starting point of Solavei. That mobile phone service, that Solavei SIM card. We started with it because we knew that we'd create mass market momentum, to create that economic conduit. It would provide the very platform no different than Costco's membership. When you go there, you had now the opportunity to get more. Mobile is and will always be a key component of Solavei. 6 billion people very shortly will have them in the world. That's your opportunity. Actually, when you see that 10+ million, you go, gosh, he's thinking so small. The reality is, you know, I promise you this, in the future you're going to see a slide that actually has bigger numbers than that when it comes to me putting up what we in fact see and we in fact believe. We started with mobile, but this summer the whole vision of social commerce becomes a reality. Yeah. This summer, you, just because you're a part of this, are going to be taking part in history. And we're so incredibly excited on a Monday morning in Las Vegas with press and a lot of publicity as we unveil it to the world, with many of you standing there with us. It starts with you. You look a little better than him, but it really starts with you. And the first is you saying yes to Solavei and being engaged in my Solavei. There's a key reason why my Solavei was built the way it is, and the mind that Jim has even had around the product and how it's being constructed, to where it's all tied together and on purpose. My Solavei will become an outlet for you to get so much more than just mobile service. As you've heard over and over again, having the ability to just go and shop. Because you now have that purple pay card, and more importantly, now that you're a part of Solavei with mobile service, and those of you that are a part of Solavei, that today, many in certain areas can't today even have mobile service, but now are saying, oh my gosh, I get it. To now where you're going to be on a daily basis, the very places that you love, that you go to. Because remember, we're all tied together. We all have key behaviors. We all have things we do. We're the leading merchants. You're going to be able to go and get more value for the things that you're already getting every single day. You are going to be able to acquire the merchants.
Wait.
Today is about me planting seeds. And I'm looking so forward to Las Vegas at the Revolution Regional there. when this all gets unveiled to you. But how would you feel? How many of you know a local merchant, or maybe a national merchant, or maybe a regional merchant that's a friend of yours? Raise your hand. If you know anyone that you know who owns a store, how would you like it if you could just go sign them up? Because what do they want? They want more people coming into their stores, right? That's right. And what do people that go to those stores want? More value. Wouldn't it be amazing if you just marry those two together, where now you and your friend can now be impacted by Solavei? You sign them up with a very specific platform built for those merchants. But now when you sign them up, and they have specific offers that they want to put out because they want more people coming in, that every single time someone comes in and takes benefit of the offer, you get paid. Anywhere. Let me give you some sample offers of what you'll be seeing just because you said yes one day to Solavei. $49 a month, unlimited text, data, voice, 4G nationwide, and so much more. You know, now we go to Home Depot, and at Home Depot you can get $25 off any purchase, just because why? You're a part of Solavei. You go to the Disney store and getting 35% off of those little things you're wanting to buy your son and daughter from Disney. I'm going to Olive Garden tonight, and gosh, just because I'm a part of Solavei, I'm getting $10 off my $30 bill tonight. Now you tell me, just by $49 a month, even if you had never enrolled one person, how much was that mobile phone bill really costing you a month? We're going to transform how business is done. We're going to transform it. You're going to have the ability to share it, to share these offers and all this benefit with everyone you know, inside of Solavei and outside of Solavei. And you're going to get paid when people share and when people consume. And all I'm doing today is planting the seeds that is going to change an entire market. Social commerce, Solavei, the first of its kind, doing what you're going to do. You are the innovator. You are the technologist. You are the one that said yes. And every single time have an opportunity to earn because of it. In Dallas, we announced some of the first partners with Solavei. And these are just some. But we thought today, being it's the next Revolution Regional, that we maybe should show you a few more. Just as an example. You want to take a picture of that. Because you know what? You saw it first. And when you closed your eyes earlier, there was a purpose for that. When you closed your eyes earlier and you saw it, what you saw, hopefully, were people. It wasn't money. You saw people. Millions of people. And because you saw the people, and everyone that you saw, you know what they do? Is they buy stuff every day. And guys, we're just talking about retail, not all the other goods and services that are coming. But this by itself is going to create going to extend, going to intensify a social commerce revolution that you began. And in Las Vegas, you're going to see it all. You're going to see it all unveiled. And this summer, what you're going to have put in your hands, and the momentum that is going to be created coming out of Las Vegas as you begin with incredible, incredible momentum to make sure everybody you know. Why I'm so radical? Because I see all this. Because I see it all. Because I know that everybody knows somebody that would love to buy things that they're already buying for less. Whether they have a mobile phone or not, whether they're a part of Solavei or not. I can tell you the countless number of merchants that I know that are my friends that, gosh, I know what they want every day is more people coming in, and gosh, wouldn't it be awesome if there are millions of Solavei members that are going to flood stores across this country? Because what we just said as a seed, and there's so much more to share with you, as a seed, is going to positively impact not just millions of people's lives as individuals, but we are going to affect the very small and medium businesses across this country. And this will change an economic environment in the United States of America. It will. So the march to 1 million members, a march to 1 million members has begun. But it's already happened. It's already happened. Because you saw it. Because we together believe it. And now it's just our jobs to go out and share it. And make it tangible reality. Impacting millions of people's lives. God bless you all. And thank you.